Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we are doing the first look at Warriors Dimension in Soda Dungeon 2. So this will be a basic guide for the people who just got into it and probably up to, let's say, stage 5000, maybe 10, I'm not sure. So it will be for the people who just got into it, didn't get far away. You'll have different strategies. So basically what happens when you beat the Darkest Lord? You are getting into Warriors Dimension. You are getting a new hero for yourself, Mr. Dark Lord, and you are getting infinite dungeon that is lasting for thousands of levels, guys, so there is no end to it. When you will just get into it and get through level 1000, 1500 and something like that, you won't see significant difference. All the bosses will be replaced with the janitors, with the special effects of the bosses of according level, so the mechanics will stay kinda the same. They will have lower health though. I felt the difference at level 3000 or so when the enemies started hitting really hard. So I researched some topics and I've learned that there are two meta team compositions right now. So you can either go with your own team composition, it's not a problem, you can have fun, but if you want to be really effective, if you want to progress as fast as possible, you have to pick one of those. So guys, this is the first team composition that you will use. This is more beginner-friendly one, because carpenters are way easier to manage than the guys in the second team composition. You might want to replace Dark Lord for additional nerfs for better progress, but I prefer to risk it a little bit and use Dark Lord in all the team compositions to level him up, because that guy can be only unique, so you can have only one Dark Lord in your team, and he is really painful to level up, guys, really hard. So I advise having him in all your team compositions to level him to level 50. That will be necessary in the later game anyway. He have unique abilities. Actually, let me show you what those unique abilities are. He have unique abilities of the Dark Saver, where he saves an ally from the death in one fight. So basically, if at any level one of you guys is supposed to die, the Dark Lord will save him and he won't do that. That is pretty cool, because one dead character most likely will end your run sooner or later. Also, that guy goes first all the time because of his increased speed, so he have AoE ability that does insane AoE damage, and he have 3 accessories, so you can't equip weapon, you can't equip shield, and you can't equip armor to the Dark Lord. Pretty unique character, I like that, that's pretty cool. You can run him with the basic script, but I would advise changing it a little bit. So this is what I use for the Dark Lord. Once again, guys, those are good only for the early stages. Later on, you would like to change that, and I'll make separate guide on the Warrior Dimension scripts, because they will be different. You would like to focus on specific traits for specific characters, but right now, for the very beginning, that will do. If enemy has essence, use defense, so he wouldn't attack the guys with an essence. That will allow you to ransack them with your thief. If enemy team alive is more than one, use the strongest group attack, because I like his AoE attack, it's doing quite a good damage. So on 2 enemies that will do 100% damage, and that will allow the rest of your team, whatever team you will use, to kill the enemies faster. And if enemy is not normal, strongest single target attack on the bosses. So this is more or less the basic script that we use for all the other characters. Just make sure that you will make his move before your thief, before the first character in your team, and he might kill the enemy who have essence. So you don't want that, you want essences to be doubled by the ransack. That's why we have this script. Again, as the game will unfold, you will have to change stuff around. Sooner or later, you won't need Mystic, because you will have enough mana and you will be able to recover it using the fairies and the keys. But right now, at the very early stages of the game, you would like to have all those support guys over here. Thief for ransack, Nurse for healing, Mystic for mana regen. Just the same as you did during the normal dimension progression, but after that, there will be difference for different builds. So for the first build, we will use Carpenters, because they have crazy single target damage, and we will use Nail It all the time. We will equip them with the best equipment, with the maximum damage. As you can see, our Carpenter have 400 damage, and that will equal to 2 something K Nail It. That's pretty good damage, and the enemies will die pretty fast. Scripts stay kinda the same. Enemy is or default attack, you might not do that. You might change it to use skill pickaxe if you don't want to gather the ore, that way they will just focus on the enemies. Up to you, I prefer to take it. I prefer to take it out, leave it like that. For the equipment, as always, I prefer a lot of gold gain stuff and the item find stuff to get the better gear. Important notice, guys, if you want to have chance to drop any gear that's available in the game, you want to start your run at least at 1.5k, at level 1.5k. This is where all the items that are available in the game are starting to get dropped by the enemies. I'll make a separate guide or maybe a page on the website, the link is down there, for the stages where items are being dropped, so you can actually hunt for the items that you need. But since it's more or less RNG, I would suggest just going through everything, and as you progress you will unlock the different stuff. Because right now I have a lot of different new items that were dropped. Bass Blade that have chance to stun, Royal Sword with the socket and huge damage, Staff with magic attack, and Staff of Awareness, which I really like, that increase the item find, so it works really well with the silver necklaces with a higher chance of getting the items. Also, I got some gold armors that increase the gold find, so those are pretty nice as well for the farming. As you can see, for the rest of the guys, I'm using more or less the same stuff as I was using back in the normal runs, because, well, I don't have anything better yet. One more important thing. Since now we don't have the reset, we don't lose our items, it might be useful to go to make a run to get the ore with your miners. And I would advise using that with a quick battle, because ore runs are extremely slow and tedious, and quick battle will make them really instant. So if you want to get ore for crafting, because you want to craft some of those cool things over here like Essence River, really nice, right? Maybe Divine Shield, because it have damage reduction. So there are a lot of things that you might want to craft. I will walk over that stuff later again. And yeah, basically if you want ore, now it's time to start farming it, because it won't disappear. Then again, so far I don't have serious issues, so I'm plowing with what I have. So it's not necessary at the early levels of Warriors Dimension, you can go with what you have. Considering the start level, I suggest starting whatever you want after level 1.5. I usually go down about 1k levels, so my current team can start at level 2000 and go all the way to level 4000 if everything goes well. And it takes a while, so those are for the longer runs. Again, if you don't have that much time and you want to take control of your characters and you want to look over them, you might want to do shorter runs, maybe 1k levels. So start earlier and push maybe, because pushing is really efficient here. You will get more essence drops from the enemies, you will get more gold. And yeah, last run I got like 20 million gold and 20k essences, something like that. That's a lot of resources. So right, this is our main team, basically nurse for healing. Yeah, you know that stuff. Basic team, nothing special. They're running on auto and doing what they want to do, doing pretty well. Might need to adjust some scripts later, that's for sure, but it will be on the later levels. Now the second team that might work for you, that is a team that is considered to be late game best team ever right now, based on the Discord. Like all the guys who are at level 40,000 something, 400 something, I don't know, pretty far away, they're using those guys. So they are focusing Dark Mage build, Dark Lord in the end. Dark Lord is being used to defend your team, so they won't be one-shotted. He doesn't do anything, he doesn't do any attacks, unless he will get to level 50s, which is kinda a long way ahead, right? And they are dropping down the Mystic and using two nurses. So I'm not there yet. To make it work properly, you might want to use the laser build. I'll talk about that in the next videos when I'll get it. But it's really mana intensive. You want to have like 600 mana for that. I am, as you can see, not really close to that. So I didn't really play that much with it, because right now, at the very early stages of the game, you guys want to decide which build you want to use. You can go either with the physical damage build, then you will work on the Relic of Physical boost, or the magical damage build, then you'll go with the Relic of Magic boost. So maybe if you will go now with the Dark Mage build, which we're using right now, you want to focus on the magic boost and you won't have to transfer from the Carpenter build to the Dark Mage build later on. So it might be more efficient in the late game. But for now, my personal opinion, again, Carpenters are doing way better. I like my Carpenter team and they are just decimating everyone, so they are working way better for me. Again, for this team setup, you want to place your guys properly. So yeah, you want Thief to be first to ransack, you want Mystic to be second for the mana regen, you want Nurse to be third for healing, and then the Dark Mages. Maybe you can put Nurses after the Dark Mages because they are supposed to one-shot everyone. If they don't, well, you aren't there yet, you aren't ready to run this build. Moreover, now, it's really useful to use triangle gems that will boost your character mastery XP. That will give you a little boost to the XP you get, so if you want to level someone to level 50 or whatever, you can use that. 10% XP boost, quite a lot. You might want to run, like, the first levels, you start with level 1, run team full of one class with those gems and they will level up faster. One of the options. I know that they will level organically over time, so I don't really need that, I don't really use that, so I prefer to go with something that will benefit me. Star gems is my way to go, to be honest, because damage is really nice. So yeah, this build is focused on Noxin and lasers for single target. If you don't have Noxin yet, you might use Skull Blade for single target damage as well. That's a good skill that does quite a lot of damage. You want to tune your script for that, to use it properly. I'll talk about that yet again a bit later in the next videos, or you might find those scripts on my website if I added them at the proper article. I equipped one Dark Mage with the staff for additional magic damage, second Dark Mage with the Skull Blade, so we will see how they will be different in the fight. I haven't used that myself too much, so let's go on the highest level, and probably we will die because the enemies will hit really tough over here. Let's see how it will go. Okay, huge group here. Let's see how AoE will do. We'll be able to kill them really fast. AoE from the Mystic, taking a lot of time. That one is healing. Noxin, and they are still alive, so they will do each one attack. So that's why, as you have seen, the Dark Mage, the Dark Lord, tried to save the Nurse, didn't manage to, and we are failing right now. So in order for it to be effective, you want to invest a lot into magic, so you want to one-shot enemies. What I like about the Carpenter build, that they'll nail it, will kill enemies one after another, and you will have lower enemies to face if they have the big group. If there is a single enemy, it will be even more effective. Against the bosses, it will be even more effective. It's the highest single target build right now, so that's why I prefer Carpenters for the early stages. Probably after stage 10k or something, I will change to Mystics for the faster clears, but then I'll have a lot of essence and all my characters will be stronger, so it will be later. So I guess the logical transition will be starting with the Carpenter build, moving on to Dark Mage build after that. So yeah, that is how Warriors Dimension looks like. Strong enemies that do insane attack, insane damage to you. You want to run it as much as possible to get all of those essences, all of that gold. Yeah, that build doesn't work for me right now in the current setup, because my guys are just dying all the time. You saw it, like, we are failing it so early. Carpenters would do way better job at this. Yep, and at the mini-boss, we are going down, well, after him. So yeah, guys, what would I advise? I advise going with the Carpenter builds when you just begin, because for me it feels more native, the one that I used in the normal dimensions. After that, when you feel that's not enough anymore, when you feel it's too slow, or when you feel you want to try something new, you can transfer, you can move on to Dark Mage build. So far, those are the best options that you can have right now. You want to focus on specific characters to level them up. My Carpenter is almost level 50. When he'll get to that level, he will unlock class Relic. And what does it do? It adds +2 health, mana and attack per level, so that will make him so much stronger with all the multipliers. That's why you want to focus on one build for now, so you can push further, get a lot of more essences and make all your team overall stronger. As always, guys, don't forget to check the blacksmith. Right now, I just wanted to say it, I opened it and I found Essence Magnet here. It's really good, it's a rare accessory that gives you +5% essence find. It's really good and it costs only 2k gold, so why the hell not? You can buy really cool stuff here. I found the royal sword here, I found the golden armor here, I found a lot of cool stuff, so make sure to check it every time you start the new run. And for the rest of your gold, when your team is set up and ready, you can drop some of that over here, like drop your essence count a little bit so you will have money for the warp, throw it in the pool, get some essences and upgrade your team relics. I would advise maximizing Essence Find as soon as possible. I would advise maximizing Relic of Regeneration. I would advise maximizing Relic of Mastery for faster character growth. Then you want to maximize Relic of Resistance as well. Actually, we can do it right now, because those status resists will help you with the mini bosses, so you won't be stunned, sleeped or whatsoever. Later on you would need keys for the fairies, so I'm not there yet, I'm not working on that right now. And focus on attack, health, and the relic of your choice. For me it's physical boost, because that's a multiplier, 28% additional damage, so it makes this relic stronger. Right, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, I guess that's enough for this guide. Now you know 2 teams that you can use, you know the basic stuff about the warrior dimension, and you know how to progress here. When I will reach about 10k, I'll make advanced guide when I'll know how it works, because I don't want to share info that I'm not sure about with you guys. And when I'll make adjustments to my scripts, I'll make a separate guide for that as well, because I'm pretty sure in warrior dimension they will be different from the ones in your normal runs. So yeah guys, that's about it for now. If you have your own tips for early Warriors Dimension 1, not the late ones, early ones, because we don't want spoilers here, right? Let me know in the comments. Also let me know how do you like this guide, is it good or not. While you're going there, leave a like, subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you hit the bell button to see all the new videos. Check the playlist down there for all the videos on Soda Dungeon 2. You might also want to check the website where I have the guides in the written format as well. Some stuff isn't on YouTube, so there are some unique guides over there. And you might want to join our Discord for our fantastic community. You will love it, I promise. Also follow me on Twitch, I stream pretty cool PC games, you'll love it as well. And follow me on all the social media. All the links are over here, or in the description, or in the pinned comment, or on the website, or in the Discord. You'll find them if you want to. Thank you for watching guys, that's about it for now. Save it out, see ya comrades, bye.